Here's your money talk here with another video. So I might be starting Walmart Spark within the next month. Right now I have like around $460 saved for the cell phone. I have this. There's like this website, it used to be called Digit, but now it's Arpertune, something like that. So I had it set up to where $600 should be in there by October 31st. So it manually saves it. It takes money out of my checking account and manually saves it. And another thing, it looks like I can still start Walmart Start right now, even though I was accepted a year ago. I got into like the website just to see if I'm able to start in. I could start, but the reason I didn't start last year was because my phone would not accept the app. I was trying to get my parents to give me a new phone for my birthday, so they didn't do it. So I'm like, I'll just save money for myself to get a new phone. But anyway, y'all didn't come here to hear me talk about my phone or Walmart Spark. Y'all came here to see what's the deal with asset and liabilities. If you're a younger viewer, maybe you don't know what assets and liabilities are. So assets is what put money into it brings you money. Liabilities, it takes away money. So we're going to talk about liabilities. What are liabilities? Cars. So why is a car a liability? It depreciates in value. You could buy a car for, let's use my car for example. My car cost about 10 grand back in 2008. But now if I was going to sell that thing, it would probably be like under $500, which is a shame. I was actually thinking about trading in, hoping to get like at least $1,000 out of it, but I can't even get that now. So cars are liabilities. Yeah, I'm writing down a house. It's a liability. Because when something goes wrong with a house, you gotta fix it up. So that's why it's a liability. Like, if there's something wrong with like the plumbing, you gotta hire somebody to take care of that. If there's something wrong with AC, you gotta pay somebody to take care of that. Unless you're able to do it yourself. Which even then is still liability because you would need parts to fix all that junk. Also, if you're like renting your house, your apartment, condo, or whatever, if you're renting it out, it's actually not a liability then. But if you just got a house, you're living in it, it is a liability. It is not an asset. Here's something else. That's a liability. I know. I do this too. Yeah, video games, they are a liability. Because let's talk about the last video game I bought. What was it? It might have been, I think it was like Final Fantasy 7. I think I paid like around $60 for that game. And of course, a few years from now, if I was going to sell that game, I'm lucky to get even $10 out of it. So video games, they are a liability. Unless it's like a rare game. Maybe if I had like a Final Fantasy 7 game, I never opened it. It's like in the original package. I'm talking about the original Final Fantasy game from '97. I mean, that might be an asset. That might increase in value. It would be a collectible then, so in that case, it wouldn't be a liability. Girls, their liabilities. They take they don't give. I'm just messing with y'all. I just thought it'd be funny. Just so y'all could pay attention. I know sometimes people get like a short attention span. So girlfriends, I was just messing with y'all saying girlfriend are like a liability. I mean, if you find a good one, I mean they could be a good investment. If you saw my video last week, they could be a good investment. Computers. Liabilities. They are liabilities. You buy a computer, eventually that computer's gonna get old. Ain't gonna need another one. Because my last computer, I had it from like '09 all the way up to like 2019. That computer got old. Some websites I was not even able to get in. That computer was so old. So I was forced to get a new one. So computers, yes, they are liabilities. My laptop, I had to get another one too because it was slow as. I'm not gonna say the word. I don't want to get demonetized. Now, assets. What are assets? Something that puts money, something that gives you money. So stocks, they are an asset. So you buy a stock, you make money out of that stock. Let's use O for example. If you were to get like 100, O stands for really income, by the way. If you were to get 100 of those, what would that give you? I'm trying to think. I gotta think of this now. Around $23 a month. I think I have it right. It might be more now. So $23 a month you'll get just for having O. If you just bought 100 shares of O and just left it there, you'll be getting $23 a month every month. Well, of course, over time the stock will increase. So stocks, they are an asset. Gold, yes, that's an asset. It does increase in value. Because the world only has so much gold. So that's why gold is going to increase in value over time. Because the world, it only has so much gold. Just think about it. No more gold's being made in the world. Because gold is earth. Some people call it God's money. Because it's not man-made like dollar bills. Gold is basically part of the earth. So there's a limited supply. But with dollars, the bills, they're basically unlimited. You can make as much as you want. Because dollar bills are basically made from trees. And you can always plant a tree. And here's an even bigger asset. So I put rental. So this is basically a rental property. So let's say I had a condo in New York. I paid like maybe $200,000 for a condo in New York. I know some of those I know most of those condos probably cost more in New York, but for this video, I'm just gonna say $200. I spent $200 on it. Maybe I was living there for a while. Like, you know what? I want to move somewhere else, but instead of selling this, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna rent it out and make money that way. So maybe I rent it out for like maybe $800 a month to somebody. So every month I'll be getting $800 every single month. So rental, definitely a good asset. Obviously, there will be like some repairs every now and then, but that rental you're getting from them should be able to cover most repairs. Hopefully. I know sometime I know this other YouTuber, Graham Stephan. He said he had somebody that just didn't want to, that would never pay him, and they won't leave. So sometimes you gotta deal with that. But in most cases, a rental property, it should be an asset. So we're staying here. Silver is also an asset. Just think of those back in 1964. Quarters, they were like 90% silver. So 25, and those quarters were like 25 cents. They were only worth 25 cents back then, but now those quarters are like worth a lot more than 25 cents. One time I got like this quarter from McDonald's. I noticed it sounded different when it was on the counter. I looked at it and saw that it was made in like 1964. Just out of curiosity, I decided to sell it on eBay. I didn't know how much I was going to get. I think I started off like 99 cents. I do that with a lot of my items. Back in the old days, if I started off at 99 cents, it was basically guaranteed to sell. But I don't know. That don't seem to happen nowadays. But it went up to like $7, I believe. So a lot more than 25 cents. And silver is basically like gold. If you don't, it's not worth as much as gold, but you can also say it's God's money because it's part of the earth. Okay, jury's still kind of out on this one, but so far, what I've seen, it's an asset because it's been going up. I mean, I wish I would have put more money into it when it was lower. That thing is like what? I don't really pay much attention to it anymore. It's so high now. But of course, there's other cryptocurrencies. But it's kind of like a gamble with cryptocurrencies, how I see it. I think it's more of a gamble than the stock market because with crypto, you don't really know the future of it. I made a video which one's better to invest in, crypto or the stock. I mean, short term, I think maybe crypto's better, short term. But long term, like 10, 20 years from now, I mean, it could be a bad thing or it could be a good thing. I mean, time will only tell. But for now, I'm just going to keep it as an asset. So basically, assets, it adds value to you. And liabilities, they take value from you. So they take money from you. And assets, they add money to you. So that is the difference between the assets and the liabilities. So it's better to have as little liabilities as you can. Obviously, I like my video games. So that's not an option. Computers. Okay, I'll get a new computer every 10 years. I mean, that's fair enough. As long as this one I have now working good, I mean, I'll keep it. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to buy a computer every single year. I mean, that will be a waste of money. But every single decade, I mean, that's not, I say that's about reasonable. The way technology is going. Because I had this computer 5 years, so 5 years from now, there could be like websites that my computer has a hard time uploading. But for now, I don't have to worry about that. So I just wanted to do this video, talk about assets versus liabilities. Also, I could put more assets on here. I could put more liabilities on here. There's so many types of stocks I could put down here. I'm just not going to do it. So I just put stock right there. So basically any stock could be an asset. But of course it could also be a liability. If I see a stock's liability, if I have a stock and I feel that's a liability, I'll usually sell it. Sometimes I'm wrong, like I sold GameStop. That thing shot up. I was pretty mad. I should have bought more when it was $4. But I feel like AMC's my redemption, so I did buy 100 shares when it was $5, but now it's $4. Am I gonna sell? Heck no. I'm holding on that AMC. I think it's gonna shoot up again. So that is basically it. So you like this video, give me a thumbs up. You want to see other videos like this? Subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell button. That way you should be notified whenever I upload a video. So, guys, we want to have as many assets as possible. Because assets, they bring value to you. They help you increase your income. But liabilities, they take away value. So remember that. Have a good weekend.